Satnam guys, welcome back. What are you doing? What have you been doing since we last spoke? I hear that there was big changes happening. Okay, so you decide to love yourself, isn't it? You decide to love yourself on a deeper level. This is what I'm hearing. Right, yeah. So there is a huge balance happening within you. There could have been some sort of emotional release happening. And this led to this new way of love, of self-love. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I was feeling this energy as soon as I decided to record this. Yeah, everything it's all good now. Everything's good now because you've been really loving yourself. You've been really finding this new expression of love. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, you got the balance between the duality. You're not no longer seeing yourself as a burden. You're no longer seeing yourself as problematic, as broken. This is what I'm hearing. You're finding following in love with yourself, falling in love with your aspects, your inner aspects, all your aspects. Yeah. So there is this masculine energy here, which shows me to me that you're really going forward with your plans because now you're feeling safe. You're feeling like you found yourself. The birds are confirming outside, and there is this sense of joy. Yeah, I also seen those dragonflies. I'm not quite sure if it's dragonflies or butterflies, but at the moment they're calling my attention for dragonflies. But regardless, it's both of them are showing transformation. So I'm hearing that there was another death and rebirth within you, and this happened because there was needed for you to find yourself, find the love for yourself, and this is going to bring so much joy. It's already bringing so much joy to you right now. And we have this little flowers, which for me, we have six flowers there. Four, yeah, four plus two adds up to six, 60. So it shows harmony, love, yeah, harmonic relationships. So there's lots of balancing happening here for this collective. Yeah, this period of struggles is it's getting over. This fish finally found a place where it's safe for them to lay their legs, lay their eggs. That's what I'm hearing. Right. So I want to understand a bit more of what has been happening for this collective. What changed? What else have changed? Okay. Right. So Page of Pentacles reverse. Okay, I need some clarification on that. Whoa, I never heard this bird speaking so loud. Yeah, it's about balance. So someone here could be still struggling with the process of finding the balance between the work life, the life and work balance. This is what I'm hearing. So, but this is getting to alignment now. This is what I'm hearing. Let's get more information on that. Okay, yeah, there is some clarity happening. Okay, so there was a period where you're struggling um, to progress with your work, with your purpose, with your manifestations, but there is some sort of balance that happening. It could be related to someone coming to give a hand to you, to give some support that you're not even expecting, and could also be related to you finding this balance now after this whatever thing that you've been doing. I'm hearing that you've been doing something the last few days, this last week or something like that, that has shifted things for you and has brought lots of clarity. So whatever you're doing, keep doing because it's really paying off. I'm hearing that your energy is speaking volumes right now. Your aura, it's very loud. Yeah. So you could be coming from a period where you're not proud of yourself. You have this fulfillment. You have this, I mean, I'm hearing that you got somewhere. You manifested something. Could be a relationship, a job, but you did not feel fulfilled about that. And this, yeah, and this led you to move forward, to seek something that would be actually sparking you, something that you'd be passionate about. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing that you have to leave things behind. Could be a job, relationships, etc. And because they were not making you proud of yourself or fulfilled. Yeah, they were not filling yourself up. Okay. Yeah. And now this is on the verge for you. So you're on the verge to get the Ten of Pentacles, which is all abundance that you can possibly have. It could be wealth, could be, it's not could be, it's wealth, it's love, it's the harmony that we found on this card here before. Yeah, this joy. So it's the balance, it's the love, it's the harmonic relationship. So most likely this things that you had to live back in the past was not fulfilling you, was not harmonic, could be a relationship, etc. But once you decide to step out of it and look for your passion, look for the things that actually makes you happy, you start exploring options that would actually make you satisfied. Yeah. So you're living this period of apathy, period of focus on the lack. So this is the lack mindset that someone was involved for a while. So yeah, I'm here that you could be some like very um, dark night of the soul. I'm hearing depression. Yeah, there was a period of very strong darkness, and I want to understand. Yeah, and this is the conflict that you were living in the past, but this is over. You see, it's upside down. So whatever you've been doing um, to release yourself, you could be doing some shadow work, or acknowledging your pain. I'm hearing someone is like, I'm seeing actually someone look in the mirror. So you're doing self-reflection, you're being accountable, you taking responsibility for the things that happen to you, and you understand that they're happening for you. That's what I'm hearing. And you have the Empress slightly sideways, so it shows that there's lots of masculine energy. So yeah, I'm seeing this for the cards here. So yeah, there's lots of masculine energy. So there is a call for some balance, to seek some balance with this Empress card appearing. So maybe you're all over the place doing lots of things at the same time, and you're getting somewhere though. Even though the magician is upside down, it shows that you are ready and you have all the tools, you have all the skills. And the fact this is upside down, it could be representing some sort of low self-confidence, yeah, low self-esteem, self-doubt. So wow, yeah, this is why this card is sideways. Okay, so this is the present, I would say. So someone here is crossing the threshold to achieve what they always desired. There was some resistance in the past, and right now they are in a period where they're transiting from this magician. They need to acknowledge, this is what I'm hearing, and they need to acknowledge that they have the power to manifest everything they desire. Yeah, and there could be some resistance towards taking the next step. So someone here is being called to embark in a new journey. There is a call for awakening, a call for step into your purpose. This is what I'm hearing. And you got all the tools, you got the skills, you are this magician, but you're still struggling to acknowledge that, to accept that. Yeah, let's see what else is coming through for this person, for this collective, whoever you are. Yeah, you might be struggling to set your boundaries. You might be struggling to have discernment of what is right and what is best for you. Yeah, so you really being called to step into this Empress energy, bring some feminine energy at play right now, because this is gonna give you some clarity. You could be on your head right now. Someone could be in their head. So there's many messages happening here. So there is this collective that it's been very that has been changing things. Okay, it's an overlap. So let me get this straight. Okay, there is an overlap. There is this collective that was going through this period of being stuck, not knowing what to do, and now things start to get more clarity. So you manage to break through a big blockage that you had in the past. This is the energy that I'm feeling right now. There's still stuff to work on for some people. Of course, there's things to work for everyone, and this could be related to community. So you've been called to ask for help if you're feeling like it's been too much for you, and if you're feeling stuck right now, it's a call for you to ask for support. You don't need to do everything by yourself. Yeah, so someone here is going through a crossroads, so you're being shown the options, You've been asked to step into this new journey, start from scratch. You have everything you need to succeed in this journey, but you need to take the leap. You need to make the decision. And this is where someone is right now stuck in their head. Okay. Yeah, you're holding back from a whole new beginning. There are some people, some things, places, some roles that you used to play that needs to be left behind. And for some reason, someone here is still clinging on to it, and you've been called to release. Right. That message is very clear. So yeah, there is this. Someone's being literally called to step into their purpose. Called to. I'm hearing that you, spiritual guide, you're working. Yeah, you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be working with people, and but there is some sort of resistance that is not allowing you to step forward into your 11 into your purpose. Okay, the message shifted completely. It's not what we were having in the beginning, which is absolutely fine. We roll with that. We will roll with that. So I've been called to use another deck. So basically, take what resonates. It's a collective message. So there will be message for many people, different message. So whatever you feel like it's for you, take that and leave the rest for everyone else. Yeah, someone it's been called to face their adversary. Many times we look at someone and we see them as an enemy. But in the end of the day, this call is called my attention because look at this. You see the column there, the spine, and there is this head. So sometimes what we think it's our enemy, it's actually a ladder taking us up. So you see, this adversary that you are facing right now, he's facing some difficulty. It could be some inner conflict, could be someone externally. It's the same one that will elevate you and will help you to connect upwards. You see, this is how you're gonna have your. I'm seeing this as the chakra. So for somehow you need to go through this experience so you can evolve and then you can climb up. So it's literally like a step towards more self-actualized being, self-actualized you. This adversary. The messages are coming from different angles, but we roll with that. Yeah, so someone could be feeling like they're disconnected. This card shows to me that you're not still connected up there, and you're not feeling like you connect down either. Look, see that. So the canopy is trying to reach the skies, but there seems to be some sort of blockage. Okay, yeah, I get it. So there seems to be some blockage that it's not allowing you to see things straight. And at the same time, this is a shadow aspect. There's some sort of shadow aspect that okay is I'm getting the information that this is a self doubt. So you're not believing in your you're not believing your ability to succeed. You're not believing your ability to be this magician. You're saying, "Oh, why would I have all this capability? Why would I have this big purpose that I don't even know where to start?" This is what I'm hearing. So this is because there's this sort of self-doubt. So it could be an inner critic. This person might have an inner critic that is very, very loud. It could come back all the way back to the childhood. So maybe you have parents or one of the parental figures that were very strict and very critic. And you end up absorbing those words and they keep playing over and over in your head every time you try to do something new. Okay, yeah, so this is most likely a very specific measure for someone here. But anyway, and you're feeling disconnected from the ground as well. So you're like in this place of limbo. Yeah, you're trying to jump, but you don't see where you're going to land. And where you are right now, you're also feeling lost, like there's nothing holding you for either ways. And I'm here to tell you that this is because you're aligning with your purpose. Because many times when you feel like there is no way out, when you feel like you don't know, you have no clue where you're going, this is the time, this is the higher self journey most of the times. So if you did some changes in your life, like I'm feeling that you've been through a transformation, you've been through rebirths. So if you did that and now you feel still lost, trust. I'm gonna get more cards to confirm that. But I'm being called to tell you that the reason why you're not seeing things, Okay, you've been called to step back. So this is a confirmation. So you you've been called for this purpose. You do have this purpose. You do have this big journey, not big journey, but responsibilities. I'm hearing that you feel like you have a bigger responsibility than you actually can afford. Afford. I don't know why that word came through, but yeah, maybe there's some difficulties related to money as well. So maybe you think if you step forward into this journey, you won't be able to afford to have a life. You won't be able to survive. So there's some survival aspects coming through as well. Yeah, so working the lower chakras, it's being recommended. And yeah, going back to this card, there is this call, you being called, and the reason why you can't see going forward, it's because you need to take the step. So this card came sideways. So you being called, but you're still not acting on it fully. Once you take the step, that's when you're going to see. You won't be able to see the step before you move forward. This is what I'm hearing. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I feel you. Trust me. Yeah. You, there's some there's some sort. Someone here feels like they're being haunted. So maybe you have some weird dreams. Maybe you're having more contact with spirit, and you might not be understanding it fully. But I'm here to say that you're not being hunted, and at the same time, this card is calling me. If you're feeling hunted, this is just parts of you that are asking for acknowledgement. They're asking to be seen because they are ready to be released. So we have here this wolf, right? And you've been called to have this wolf eyes to focus on the prey, focus on what you want to achieve. Because at the moment, some of this collective could be struggling to manifest, to have the focus of the page of Pentacles. So the page of Pentacles shows someone that's it's embarking this journey, it's learning. It's like an apprentice, but he's very focused. It's a A+ student, you see, because he or she is very focused on the prize, on the manifestations, and they're very grounded. But it's upside down. It shows there is still some resistance moving forward. And this wolf is showing that. It's showing that you've been called to focus on the prize and go for it. That's what I'm hearing. So you might always have seen yourself as a divergent. You never felt you fit in. You feel like you felt like you were different, and you are in a good way. And there is some clearing happening. Could be related to yeah. Excuse me. Confirmation. There is some heart chakra being cleaned right now, and this cleaning will support you with your solar plexus. So this is confident. At the moment you're not feeling confident, there is a shadow aspect that should be dealt with. You see, so there is some part of you. It could be related to betrayal. I'm hearing betrayal, especially heartbreak, betrayal, heartbreak, something that happened that literally left this scar on your heart, and this is being processed now. So you've been called to continue work on that. So if you do anything trying to heal your heart, try to acknowledge the pain that you suffered, and yeah, I've been called to say journaling, and I'm here to say that you're not broken. So you probably felt like I'm broken, I cannot be fixed. Well, no, you're not broken. There could be some sort of past love that took something away from you. See, your heart, you feel like you're empty, but you're not empty. You're healing. This is why you see the green around here as well. Yeah, right. Yeah, trust that this is where you're heading. Yeah, you have to experience all the spectrum I'm hearing. That you have to experience the loss, the betrayal, because when you find the true love, which most of you already found, which the love for the self, you will understand that everything that you went through just made you stronger, and there is clarity coming as well. So this heart, the work that you do in your heart right now, it's gonna really pay off. It's really paying off, the work that you're doing in your heart chakra. Where are we going, spirit? Okay, I've been called to take one card from this oracle here. I release my need to be right. I'm defenseless and at peace. Right, interesting. I release my need to be right. I'm defenseless and at peace. So maybe someone here used to be like, I need to be right all the time. I need to have all the answers. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. But sometimes you don't have the answers. Sometimes not having the answer is the right thing. You don't need to know everything. And this doesn't mean that you can't step into your purpose. Okay, so maybe someone here is thinking like, oh, I need to prepare more. I need to learn more. It's okay. You can learn more, but that doesn't mean that you need to be stuck, because sometimes we create blockades and we end up stuck in this vicious cycle, trying to learn more before we can actually do something about our lives, things that will actually make us feel alive. Okay. Yeah. So let go of the past, so you get into this energy of really moving forward. Go ahead. Yeah. And the Fool in reverse again. So you've been called to dive in. The spirit is literally trying to say it's time to move. It's trying to progress. And they've been being very clear about that. You see, going forward and diving in. There is something that is still holding you back. And this seems to be very related to self-doubt. So I want to ask Spirit, if there is, I got some questions here. Is there any message from the shadow aspect? So we see that there is shadow aspects in many of those cards. So is there any message from the shadow aspect for this collective before we end this? Okay. Yeah. Speak your truth. There could be some throat chakra uh, issues, maybe related to past lives. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe in the past you were really on your light. You were like this Queen of Wands, magnetic. I'm seeing like someone calling lots of attention and attracting abundance and being able to manifest. And for some reason, by speaking your truth at that time, put you in trouble. You feel like you can't speak your truth again. It could be related to witch wounds, yeah, persecution. So this is a work to do with this shadow aspect and show compassion to them and show the way forward, because the situation that happened this past life will not repeat again. It's over. This is part of the past. So this is the energy that for you to be now. The shadow aspect wants to speak up, wants to be able to speak their truth. And once you allow that to happen, once you speak your truth, you own your energy. This is when you're gonna be in this Queen of Wands, this magnetic energy. Yeah, that's very beautiful and complex message, but I know it made sense for who it initially made sense. And before we finish, let's get this spirit message. Okay. Perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One change after another. You are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Just like this message started in a way and is ending completely different. Thank you for allowing me to read your reading today. Allow me to read your energy today. And check the box down below for offers from personal readings and shadow work. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.